Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. For today's video, I thought I would just play with some makeup I already have. I did my nails over the weekend and decided we were going with some kind of autumn-y colors. I'm not going to do orange and yellow on my eyes, though I totally would, and I may before the season's over. But I thought I would play with the Autumn's Eye Stone and Rock palette. I did, I think, 4 looks with this and the Jewels and Gem palette when they were first released, and I haven't used either one of them since. And I dug out my Autumn's Eye single in the shade James, I think is what it's called. This really pretty shimmery bronzy color. And then I also got out, this one might be Nora. I thought I could do something super neutral, but you know, fall kind of ish. I think I'm gonna film fall eyeshadow palettes eyeshadow palettes for fall that I think might work, even though I don't fully subscribe to you can only use certain palettes certain times. It is nice to kind of embrace the seasons and go with that. So I'm going to chuck on some shadow shields, zoom you in, and we'll put on some eyeshadow and just visit. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go in with the Stone and Rock palette first, and I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Jubilance. I think that'll make a good like transition shade. And I'm gonna use my Sydney Grace fluffy brush. And that's just gonna go all over. So over the weekend, I went through my makeup room kind of like a hurricane. Just went through everything. I'm gonna do a declutter video of things that I just don't reach for. I rearranged all of my drawers, organized my things, like it's like a whole new situation up in here, and I am so excited to be in here and playing makeups again. If this is your first time here, you haven't seen many videos from me. I don't wear makeup on the weekends as a rule because I'm usually hanging out with babies. So it's rare that I put makeup on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So I'm excited to be in here in what feels like a brand new makeup room, playing makeups again. I have so many brushes. Oh my gosh. I mean, I knew I had a bunch, and I predominantly for a long time reached for only my Refer brushes, and I love them. I do think they are the best brushes that I have. But I also really like some of my synthetic brushes, and this might sound a bit nutty, but my favorite thing about synthetic brushes is that I can use the Cinema Secrets Skin Burning Gasoline Ingredient Brush Cleaner to clean my synthetic brushes. I have to go into the bathroom with soap and water and baby shampoo and what have you for my natural hair brushes, which cleaning brushes is such a pain in the butt. It's such a silly thing to be all like, it's so hard, I don't like it. It's just time consuming. And I don't know if running water makes you crazy, but it makes me crazy. So the whole thing is just not a fun experience. This color though is so good. It's super similar to one I used in the Coffee K look with the Glam Light Cookies and Cream palette. But this one is a bit more warm and deeper. So I think it works out pretty good. And I'm not pairing it with the blue, so that helps. All right, that is good enough for now. I can go in and further blend, but I don't want to waste your time. Now I want to go into the shade called Elevated, which is basically a blackened brown. And that's going to go in the outer corner and up into my crease a little bit. I have to find, I wish I can show you. I'm going to insert a picture here. I've been acquiring makeup brushes for a long time. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 202 in that dark brown shade called Elevated. And that's gonna go right out here. This is a cooler brown shade, but you know, I'm a fan of mixing and matching cool shades and warm shades. Anyway, since I cleaned up and reorganized and rearranged all the things, I'm excited to use some things I haven't, like these brushes. Now they're in the drawer right in front of me in my desk, and I can see everybody and pick and choose. And this may help me decide if anybody needs to leave or if everyone should stay. I also tend to wash my brushes every single week. Like I don't collect a bunch of beauty brushes before I wash them, because I was using just the Refer brushes, and like I said, washing them in the sink, not my idea of a good time. But if I'm gonna use synthetic brushes too, I could maybe put off the washing because I have enough to do my makeup for a long time without having to wash brushes. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm fairly neurotic about keeping my things clean and organized, but we'll see. Or I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and just blend a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll do some shimmer shades. All right, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to put the palette away, or at least, you know, take it off my lap. And we're gonna go in with these singles. I think they're gonna look really pretty with the browns I have laid down. I'm gonna use my Singe Beauty EO1 like I always do, and I'm going to wet that. We'll go in with the darker shade first for the outer portion of my lid. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. This is one of my favorite colors. I don't know why, because it is such a neutral shade, but I think it is stunningly beautiful. And now we'll go into the lighter shade. If you're new here, I take my shimmer shades up into my crease and just beyond because my eyes are hooded. If I didn't, they would end up there anyway, and it just looks a little better if I do it intentionally. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm going to go do my face, and I'll come back, show you the final look, and we can have a little chat about how I feel. All right, I am back, and this is the finished look. Let me zoom you in for an up close at the eyes. And now I will scoot you out and we can wrap this up. Okay, my thoughts. I really like this palette. I will say, I think this shade right here called Lightheartedness is maybe an exact dupe for James. I mean, that's interesting to me, but I do like how the eyes came out. I think it's very neutral, very wearable, super autumn appropriate. Not that I believe makeup can or cannot be appropriate, whatever. I like the look. I think it's very not colorful, but still really, really pretty and eye-catching without sounding like I'm tooting my own horn. Anyway, hopefully you like this video. If you're wondering about what's on my face, that's actually a video coming tomorrow. I filmed 2 videos today. Woot! So come back tomorrow and you can see how lipstick on my teeth again. yeah, I finished what's on my face tomorrow. I had a really good time. I just like playing, and I'm glad I did. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.